Hi, it's Gary Bourne at Royal LePage, Sussex, and welcome to my real estate review for the month of March 2021 for North Vancouver. And at the end, I'll have a special bonus where I'll answer the question, where are these buyers coming from? Now let's take a look. First of all, we'll start off with Detached. We had 175 sales for March. That was up 154% over the last year and 45% above the 10-year average. For new listings, there were 277, which was up 113% over the same month last year, and 47% above the 10-year average. Total listings, we ended up at 218, which was 27% lower than the same month last year, and 27% lower than the 10-year average. For townhouses, there were 74 sales, up 150% year over year, and 124% above the 10-year average. We had 113 new townhome listings, 151% up year over year, and 113% above the 10-year average. For total listings, we had just 93, which was 27% below the same month last year and about 1% above the 10-year average. Now over to apartments, there were 141 sales in March, which was up 105% year over year and 55% above the 10-year average. With new listings, there were 289, which was 73% above year over year and 61% above the 10-year average. With total listings, there were 241, which was 23% below year over year and 26% below the 10-year average. Okay, so next we're going to look at the sales to active ratio. Okay, so this is a good indication as to what kind of market we're in. And keep in mind that between 11 and 20% would be a balanced market. So here you can see for all three categories, we're firmly into a seller's market. So let's take a look at how that's going to affect the prices. For detached homes, we ended up at 1.853 million, which was an increase of 19.4% year over year, and about a 12.5% increase over the past 6 months. To give a good indication of really how hot the market is, I calculated the number of sales that were at or over the listing price. And in detached homes, it was 76%, really high. Townhomes, we ended up at 1,052,000. So that was up 9.1% year over year and about 4.3% over the last 6 months, and 68% of the sales were at or over list price. And then finally, apartments, 615,000, 5.2% increase year over year, and about 4.9% increase over the past 6 months. And 59% of the sales were at or over list price. All right, so next we're going to answer the question, where are the buyers coming from? And to get this information, each month the real estate board sends out to realtors who had a sale working with a buyer to answer these questions to give us an idea. So last month, about 36% of the buyers were first-timers, and 20% were buyers moving from one property to a similar one. 17% were local domestic investors. About 12% were moving from a condo or townhouse to a detached home. 7% were moving from a condo to a townhouse. About 4% were moving from a detached home to a condo, and 2% were moving from a townhouse or detached house to a condo. and then two other small categories. Interesting to note that less than 1% were foreign investors. All right, so next we're going to look at buyer demographics. 28% would be the typical family with children, and about 25% would be a young couple without children. 15% single females as opposed to 7% single males. 9% were empty nesters. About 8% retired, and another 8% just in various other categories. All right, and then what about the residency of the buyers? 52% resided in the same community. About 30% came from Vancouver, with the exception of Fraser Valley, not included. That's a separate category. And then 8% would be from investors. 4% were buyers who moved from outside BC, but still within Canada. And about 3% moved from the Fraser Valley to Vancouver. 2% moved from an area outside BC, and about 1% moved from outside Canada. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the extra bonus segment. And if you have any questions about that segment or anything that I talked about today or anything regarding real estate, please give me a call, Gary Bourne, at 604-787-9418. Take care. Bye now.